it's Pinkmon and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a CC showcase on some small details that make a big difference on your Sim's appearance. I'm gonna go over things like skin details, some different accessories, and things that I find myself using over and over again on my Sims. Also some makeup items, just little things like that. So right now I just made this Sim Rani Kakoa. She's a Sulani native and she has none of the skin details on her that I would normally use. Oh, and before I get into that, I'll also just talk about some of my CAS mod type things I have. So obviously the CAS background, I use the pastel CAS backgrounds by X Urban Sims X. This one is the color Pink Petal, I think it's called. I usually just rotate through all the colors because I'm obsessed with them. I love pastel, and whenever I just feel like I need to change the color, I'll switch to a new one. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about was these presets. They're custom content presets. So normally you would see like maybe this many preset eyes here. They're taking a while to load because there's so many of them, but this is actually a mod by Zerbu. You've probably heard of it before. People have been using it for a while now, but it just adds a whole bunch of new preset body parts and face features like the noses. Here's a bunch. They'll take a while to load because look how many there are. Like, there's a ton. And basically what these do, okay, here's all the body presets loading up. They make it much easier to diversify your Sims because when you're stuck with like only these body presets, it can be harder to make your Sims look different. And I know a lot of people, me included, tend to make Sims based on what we find attractive or our ideal beauty, but I think these presets help us to try out different looking Sims than we normally would. So let me just click on some of these noses. I guess they've all loaded up now, or not all of them, but a lot of them have. So let's just switch up her nose. So a lot of these noses are way different than the preset ones that come with the game. And I feel like there's no way to get a nose that looks like this if you're just working with the presets that come with the game. I could be wrong. I don't really know how these were made, like how they made so many different ones, but I love these because they definitely help me make different looking Sims instead of using like the same nose that I always use or the same big wide eyes, puffy lips. Oh yeah, the lips too. There's a ton of lips in all different shapes and sizes. And of course they're gonna take 5 hours to load, but that's okay. We'll just click on a random one. I actually really like the lips that she had, so I'm gonna go back to them. But what I also like about this mod is when you randomize your Sim, it also goes with these presets, so it's not just the default EA ones. So a lot of times I notice that my randomized Sims come out a lot more unique looking or sometimes even just better looking than if you did not have this mod in. So anyways, I highly recommend you download this mod. It'll help you make way more diverse looking Sims. I guess I'm okay with this nose. She had a pretty similar nose to this to begin with, so whatever, I'm just gonna keep it on that. So I think I've talked about this before, but the skin I use on literally every single one of my Sims is called the Cinnamon Roll version 2 by Cat Plant. It comes in 2 versions for female and 2 versions for male. So first of all, I'm gonna take off her EA eyelashes. I'll link this mod, the Remove EA Eyelashes by Kijiko, in the description box too, because I just can't see what I'm working with those weird blocky eyelashes in the way. But anyways, so this skin comes with a regular double eyelid version and then a monolid version for Asian Sims. So let me just give her some Asian eyes so we can see the difference here. So here's some monolids, and here's without. Wait, what? That does not look like what I thought it was gonna look like. I'm trying to find some monolids for her. Let's go up here. Are these? Okay, here's some monolids. So then we'll go into skin details. And here is the monolid version, and here would be the double eyelid version. So if you have a Sim with monolids and you give them the double eyelid version, it almost gives them the illusion of double eyelids. So yeah, anyways, I like that there's an option for monolid Sims, and then obviously we have the male version over here. Okay, I think these were her original ones. So yeah, this is the skin I put on every single sim. I just like using the same skin for all of them because I feel like it makes them look more uniform. By skin, I don't mean color, obviously. I mean this skin overlay. It just kind of changes the way, like especially the way their lips and eyes look, and also their nose. So here's without, just their plain EA thing, and then you put it on. I just think she looks 1,000 times cuter, right? So anyways, this is the best skin I've ever seen, and I just always use it on every single sim. And then of course I pair it with the Kijiko eyelashes. So I like the skin detail version so I don't have to add it to every single outfit. And I use these ones because obviously these ones get rid of her skin, so I can't use those. And if the sim has medium to large eyes, I'll usually use this one with the long eyelashes. These ones are my favorite, but it really depends on the sim's eye shape or their style, whatever you're going for with them. So I tend to use either these, which are my favorite, these for more like glam sims, and then these ones for more natural looking sims. And then also, if you just wanted a more natural look, you can use the shorter ones. I know technically most people's eyelashes are not naturally this long, but it's The Sims. We can pretend. Okay, so moving on past the basic things that I put on all my Sims, I'm going to talk about some other little skin details that I really like moles and freckles. So probably my favorite moles are the Wildly Miniature Sandwich moles, these ones right here. So they come in a face only or face and body version. So we have this pattern, and this pattern. I love these moles. Whenever I'm making a sim with moles, or I just make a sim and I'm like, I feel like they are missing something, just throw some moles on them. Boom, now they're a little different. And then the other thing I like is putting freckles on my sims. In my 100 baby challenge, I'm playing with a little ginger sim as the mom right now for generation 4, and so I'm giving freckles to like all her babies, so I like to vary the types of freckles I use. So we have these freckles by Nolan Sims, which I love. They come in all different patterns, and I think they're like subtle enough that they're not too much. And then I also like these freckles by Mousy Sims. Again, they come in like different patterns. Some are darker, so they work for like darker haired sims. I think I'm gonna go with moles for this sim. I'm gonna do body moles and face moles. So do we want this one, this one, this one, or this one? I think I like this one because I like the little lip freckles, or moles. Yeah, so we're gonna go with that. One more little facial detail that I recently got was these teeth by Simtone. And I've never really downloaded custom content teeth because I've just been like, they're teeth, why care? Like, why even care? Like, these look fine to me, even though they are admittedly a little too perfectly straight. Like, whose teeth are perfectly straight like this? I mean, maybe some people's are, but mine are definitely more like this, where my front teeth come down lower than the other ones. And I mean, these are still straight teeth. They're just more, I don't know how to describe it, like janky. That sounds bad, but you know what I mean. It's not perfectly straight, so it looks a little more realistic, but it's still Max's match. So I think these are super cute. I'm actually gonna give her these teeth. I might look into other CC teeth just because I'm just now realizing that they actually do make a big difference in how your sim looks. So maybe they are worth getting into. Okay, next I'm going to talk about some of my favorite makeup. I have a lot of makeup that I use, but I do find myself coming back to some of the same ones over and over and over. But it does really depend on your sim's eye shape or lip shape or whatever, and of course the style you're going for. But I'm just going to show you the ones that I use most frequently. So I always use this eyeshadow by Sesame Sims. I just think it's perfect. It's like subtle, but gives like a little pop of color. And I'm going to show you the colors I most often use. This pink one, this little like tan one, I use the browns and like this reddish, I don't know, rose goldish color. This more orangey color, and then I use this brown. Like, I literally always use the same colors whenever I use these eyeshadows. I will occasionally use that color too. I'm sure all the colors are good. No, they're definitely all good. It's just I tend to go for more of a natural looking eyeshadow unless I'm doing a sim that has a bold type of eye look, but then I wouldn't be using this eyeshadow in the first place. So there's that one. I literally use this on almost every single sim. Sometimes if I want to make a sim with more of a like smoked out type of eyeshadow that extends a little bit more, makes it a little more dramatic, but it's still decently natural, I'll use this eyeshadow by Crazy Cupcake. Of course, I'm going to be linking all of these items in the description box. I use a lot of Crazy Cupcake eyeshadows, and a lot of the ones I have are from old download links. So sometimes when I try to link them, it might bring you to, I don't know, newer versions of them. But anyways, all of Crazy Cupcake eyeshadows are good, so you should just go get them. Okay, so on the more dramatic, bold eye front, we have Praline Sims eyeshadow N22. It's super dark, super bold. I love using it for like gothier sims or like vampire sims. I especially love the purpley colors and the reds. Love this eyeshadow. I do need to get rid of some of the eyeshadows I have, like, for example, look at how this one kind of glitches out with either the eyelashes or the skin or something. Like, some of them don't work. I think this one works good. Yeah, this one's good too. But some of them just cause little glitches with something else that I use. So I'm gonna have to do like a CC cleanup soon. But yeah, this one, the N22, definitely works and it looks gorgeous. Some more eyeshadows that I picked up recently that I'm loving are all of Cryptic Sims eyeshadows. We have these, the vacation ones, we have the burgundy palette, and I really like these because, like I said before, I'm usually into more just kind of toned down, natural looking eyeshadows, so I don't normally go for like the bold ones. I just think their eyeshadows are perfectly subtle. And then they also have some of these a little bit more dramatic ones, like that work for, again, my gothier sims, like Ariana in my 100 Baby Challenge. She's very punky, and even her boyfriend wears makeup, so, or fiance, husband, I don't know where it's at in my Tumblr queue right now. Hopefully I didn't just give a spoiler. But I really like the Nightmare one. The Goddess palette is really pretty too. Basically just download all of their stuff. Also Modern Renaissance, I use this one a lot too. I'm gonna use the Sesame Sims eyeshadow right now in pink for Ronnie's final eyeshadow look, just because I think she's more of a chill and natural kind of girl, so she just wear this very light, glowy kind of eyeshadow. And moving on to eyeliners. Okay, so the eyeliner that I used on every single sim pretty much for the longest time was N23 by Praline. I just love this eyeliner. Like, it looks so good on almost every eye shape, not all, but I love it on her eyes. It's just a perfect winged eyeliner, and what I like about it is it's kind of like how I do my wings because I have hooded eyes. So if anyone out there has hooded eyes, you know putting eyeliner all the way across your eyelid just does not look good. Like, it makes you look like you have no eyelid even more than you normally look. So I like to put it only on the outer corners, and that's kind of like what this eyeliner does. So I really like this one. And then more recently I've been using this eyeliner. I'm gonna put the creator on the screen because obviously it's not written there right now, so I'm not 100% sure. I think it might be Samandi, but I might be wrong. It's very similar, except a little shorter and a little lower down. So I've been using this one a lot too, because I think this one's even closer to how I would actually do my eyeliner. So I really like both of those. And then for some eye shapes, these just don't look right. So then I'll use this one by Heolims. I'm not sure how to pronounce all these CC creator names, but this one is a little bit more smoky, and I like how it comes down into the inner corner more, so it kind of darkens up the eye area and makes you focus more on the eyes. For some Sims, if their eyes are like really close together, this one doesn't work very well, but I really love it on Sims whose eyes are slightly too far apart. It almost like brings them closer together, or creates the illusion of bringing them closer together. Here is another eyeliner I've been loving lately. It is the Saffron eyeliner by Cryptic Sim. It's just a smoky wing, and I just think it looks so good. I normally like a, like defined wing, but once I saw this smoky wing, I was like, oh my god, I need to use this on like so many Sims. It looks so good to me. And it especially looks good paired with like a smoky shadow that kind of wings out. Another one of my favorites is the N50 by Praline Sims. I use this one for Sims that I just feel like would have more of a bold eyeliner. Sometimes I'll go with the fully black one. When I'm not going for that pop of color level of bold, I'll just use the black one, and it's like a more fierce cat eye type of wing than these more subtle wings. So then I'll use the pop of color one for Sims that I just really feel like would do that, which is not many. Like, the average person usually just uses black liner, right? But yeah, I have had a few Sims rock this pop of color type liner. I also want to talk about the two new eyeliners that I got. I got this one by Samandy, and I also really love this one because it's kind of like a wing, but it doesn't go up. It follows like the natural line of your Sim's eye, and I really like that because, again, kind of like how I do my eyeliner, I don't flick it up as much. So it's like every time I got a new eyeliner, it's getting closer and closer to what my actual eyeliner is like. I think if you mixed this one with this one, that would be right about how I do mine. But I just like this one. It looks really natural. And then I also got this one, N95 by Praline. Another similar to that, like following the natural shape of the eye, and it's not too long, so it's just very subtle and pretty. And I think these two work really well for monolid Sims, whereas some of the more flicked up ones can be like too much on a monolid. I feel like these ones suit them really well. I think we are going to go with this eyeliner for Ronnie here. Now we're going to move on to cheeks. I'm going to be honest here, and a lot of you might judge me, but 99.9% of the time I just use the base game blush on my Sims. I mostly use this color or this color. Like 99.9% of the time, that's what I have on my Sims. But for some Sims, if I want to just, I don't know, make them a little different, I'll go for the I Have a Cold kind of blush, that's kind of trendy on Tumblr. So it goes across their eyes and nose. Honestly, with this one, I've never seen any of these colors look right on any Sim I've tried it on. Maybe it looks good on certain skin tones, but I always just go with this one because it's the most natural looking one to me. And I guess the concept of this type of blush is that it's supposed to look like a natural flush. I know in Japan they have a makeup trend like this where you put blush all around your eyes and across your nose, and it's almost supposed to make you look drunk. I'm not even kidding, like I'm pretty sure the name of the makeup translates to drunk blush or something like that. So yeah, that's where this trend comes from. I am a huge fan of Japanese fashion and stuff, so obviously I like this. I don't do this in real life because I literally just look sick when I do it, but these blushes will all be linked down below. If I don't mention their creators' names, it's because I don't have them on the pictures here on these little icons, but I usually put this blush or this blush on my toddler Sims and my child Sims because I want them to look like they just have a natural flush going on. So depending on which one looks best on them, I'll use one of these two 9 times out of 10 on my toddlers. I'll also use this one sometimes if I just don't feel like those ones look right. But on my adult Sims, I almost never use these types of blushes. I think I'm going to for her just because, I don't know, I think it kind of looks cute on her. I think I'll go with this one. Maybe this color. Does she look like she has a cold? Kind of, but I like it. Alright, moving on to lips. I never really used to use glosses, but I really love this Praline Sims gloss that I got recently, the N198. It's just so cute. Look at it. And it comes in all these cute colors, and it's just, ugh, I love it. And I know technically like some of my makeup items are not considered Max's Match, but I just feel like for the makeup, I don't really care that much if it's Max's Match. Like, I don't know. I don't think it looks so realistic that it looks weird on her. I personally like it. Then this is my like go-to lip that I always use, the Burt's Bees Lips by Nolan Sims. I've used this on so many Sims. I've just recently started branching out and using other lips, but like before I would use this on almost every female Sim I had. I really just love the way it makes her lips look, and it comes in so many colors. It looks good on literally any skin tone. So this is definitely probably my favorite, but I've also really been loving these. I'll put the creator on the screen since it's not on here, but we have a neutral version, and we have a pop of color type version, and we have low opacity and full opacity. So a lot of times for my toddlers and my kid Sims, I'll put on the low opacity neutrals, and I usually use this color right here, just because it makes the lips look pinker and cuter without making it look like your Sim's actually wearing lipstick. But then I'll go for the full opacity when I'm using adult Sims. I just love the way it looks on their lips. It makes their lips look so cute and like dimensional, and there's so many colors. And here's some of the more natural ones. They work for all different skin tones. I just love them. And then my other favorite lips that I've been using recently, again by Cryptic Sim, all their lipsticks basically. We have the Baddie. I just downloaded these like a couple of weeks ago, and I've been using them like a lot. We have the Baddie ones, the Victoria ones, the Mirage ones. These are really good for Sims with like a darker style, so I use these a lot. Oh, and then there's the Stargirl ones, which are so cute. They come in like a matte version and a gloss version, which I love. And as I scroll down to the bottom, literally look how many lips that Cryptic Sim has made. So many cute ones. Like, they're literally all good, so you should just download all of them, to be honest. For Ronnie, what should we give her? I kind of like how these lips look on her, so maybe let's go for like a natural pinky color. Maybe that. Kind of a monochromatic makeup thing going on with the pink blush, eyeshadow, and lips. I kind of like it, so I'm gonna go with it. And then this last category I want to talk about, the face paint category. I think this category is so underused. Like, we could do so much with this category. Not we, I'm saying we as if I'm a CC creator. I'm not, obviously, but like, because whoever uses face paint on their Sim, it's like an unused category. So you could just fill it with all kinds of things that you could layer on top of all your other makeup, you know? And SimTone has done that and made pretty good use of it. I love this waterliner. So I used to do a white line on my waterliner. Now I do more of a nude color because I realized that if you use white, it kind of makes your eyeball look like dull. As you can see here on this Sim, it's kind of proving my point. Makes the white of her eye look less white. So if you use a nude one, it makes your eyeball look bigger without making your eyeball look washed out. So we're actually gonna go with that. And then Grim Cookies made this glossy thing that you put on top of your Sim's eyeliner, and I actually really love the way that looks on her, so I'm actually keeping that. So yeah, look, as you spin her like this, you can see it shining. So there's with and there's without. Yeah, no, I like it. I'm keeping it. Okay, so moving on from the face. Oh, I do want to mention eyebrows. I really don't use CC eyebrows, like hardly ever. I don't know why, I never feel like they look exactly right on my Sim's face. Sometimes they can look okay, like these ones I use when I'm trying to make one of those baddie type Sims. I don't know, I just prefer the actual EA eyebrows, because like these, I never use these ones, but as I was scrolling through all the eyebrows, I'm like, I normally use this one and this one for girl Sims, like, or this one if I'm making like some really arched eyebrows or whatever, but like I always stick to these, like especially these like super natural looking ones that aren't very defined, maybe because my eyebrows are like that. They're just like, I don't know, they're just shaped like that, just natural without like a box right here and without like a huge arch. So that's how I normally make my Sims eyebrows, but I just noticed these ones are pretty cute too. They're like kind of like those except a little bit fuller. So yeah, I give her those. I never really use the CC eyebrows, so I'm not going to feature any. But yeah, moving on, I wanted to talk about these for a long time. So you know, the problem with Kijiko skin detail eyelashes is that they always clash with nails, because usually CC nails are in the bracelets category or the rings category. I used to use these nails a lot, like the praline nails. They look really nice, obviously, but then look at her janky eyelashes. Like, what's going on? So I was looking for like the perfect nails that I could use with the Kijiko lashes without having a problem. So I found some for the glove category, and I was like, duh, the glove category. Whoever puts gloves on their Sims? Again, I feel like it's a really underutilized CC category. I feel like nails are just perfect for that because they're on your hands anyways, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and it doesn't cause an issue with the eyelashes. So these are my favorite nails that I use on basically everything now. So we have let me zoom into them a little bit. We have these short ones that are just very natural looking, and then we have the long oval ones. And they come in all kinds of colors, like any color you could possibly need. And then we have the long, sharp ones too. These ones are, I think, the first nails this creator made. I'm gonna put the name on the screen because I don't remember right now. But I think these were the first ones they made. And they're like all different colors. So if your Sim is a little bit more funky or whatever, they can use these more, these more rainbowy type nails. Or I mainly stick to these three, just depending on what type of Sim I'm going for. I feel like Ronnie would definitely have just the short oval nails. I think I'll give her pink to match her little shirt and makeup. Cute. Yeah, so that's basically all I wanted to show you guys in this CC showcase. Links for all these items are in the description box, so don't forget to download all of them. Thank you to all the CC creators out there who help us make our Sims go from ugly little ducklings to this pretty little flu-having beauty. I'm not hating on this type of blush. I do really think it's cute, but yeah, she does kind of look sick or drunk. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful and you try some of these items out. I think it'll help you make more diverse and cute and pretty Sims than just the basic EA stuff, because once you find a skin that you just find perfect and you put it on every Sim, it's like you can never just play with a Sim without that skin overlay anymore. Like, she looks so adorable right now, but can you remember what she looked like at the beginning? She was still cute, but I don't know. EA's like skin is just not cute to me. Let me know in the comments if there's any CC category you'd like me to focus on for the next one of these videos. I think I'm gonna do one about short hair, maybe my favorite short female hairs. I have a bunch of different ideas for categories because I literally have so much CC that I have to split it up into smaller categories like this. But Let me know the type of CC you'd like to see showcased in an upcoming one of these videos. And please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you next time. Bye!